What kind of fucking sucks about being here? Head and always do this. It's like every time I plan a date for myself, it's like let's like be lazy, let's stay in bed. And for specifically what I need to do, like I need to be ready kind of like soon. I've been in my bed post shower and a burrito for hours. Let's get up. Okay, so I'm up, I'm lotioned, I'm moisturized. Let's pick out something to wear. I want to wear a dress. I want to wear a dress today. Let's see how it looks with this. Maybe on top? Probably on top. We'll see. We'll try it out. I want to get comfortable with like wearing dresses. Like I want to kind of heal that anxiety because I think like I definitely want to be a dress girly, and I think I feel like I am a dress girly. When I wear a skirt or a dress, like I just feel so uncomfortable and it's not like I don't like it. I like it. I think I just feel self-conscious in a dress or a skirt, so I feel like that's where it's coming from. Let's pop this bad boy. Okay, I've always loved this dress, and that's what I'm saying. I always want to get, I think part of it is like I'll get dresses that are like too tight for me, and so they just feel uncomfortable when I wear them like out and about, because I feel like I have to like fix them and whatnot. But this one, I love the way it fits. I don't feel like, you know, there's too much going on. That's better. I just, you know, it's a skirt. And I just love the colors. We love a brown. We love a brownie look. Or at least I do. I'm like obsessed with like stacking brown on top of brown, or just colors, just color. I think there's a term for that. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna put it some here. But I don't hate that. Do I look acceptable? Do you like my face? Am I cute? I like it. Let's go outside. I literally love Food Craft. Like, I love it here. It's one of the best brunches, if not so far the best like brunch place I've ever been to. I've been here, this is my third time coming here because it's like, it's so popular. It's like typically like packed, more so on weekends. So it's like Friday, so it's a better day to do that. Also, the first time I came here with like this girl that I was seeing a couple years ago. Hi, Michaela. Let's drop names. She'll never see this. And I'm still coming here, so it's still bomb. I still love it. I have nothing else to say other than I'm probably gonna watch like Empress while I watch it. It's like my favorite show right now. Like on Netflix, I love a timepiece. The costuming and the color schemes, divine. I have to wear that in real time. That's another story for another day. But yeah, I'm in here. I made it. For the life of me, I cannot find that stand for my phone. So we're doing it handheld like a big girl. But my food's here. I would let you eat me because I know some of you guys think that's hot, but no. So I'll talk to you guys after I eat. I found my stand. It's in my messy ass car. I'm not gonna show you because I'm embarrassed. So, but I found it. So, what kind of fucking sucks about being here, you see like all that fucking water on my face. So it's windy as fuck. We have like a million fountains out here, and so it's just like, I'm trying to take pictures and like it's literally splashing me in my face. Like if I had straight hair right now, it'd be over. And I'd be so upset. But no one on Instagram is gonna know that, so I continue. Okay, so at this point, I feel like next on my list for like doing this, I should really invest in a microphone so I won't have to do this. But you know, this does what it needs to do. So obviously, like according to like the title of the video, like I want to talk about the album. I feel like I'm always late on conversations, like to put my 2 cents on. Like people were talking about this more when the album came out, which honestly was, I think, like not like a month ago, but I just think like the beginning of the month for me has been like in particularly interesting. So I feel like I'm going to talk about this, but to kind of talk about something else from my chest here. I would say that when that conversation first started about like, was SZA's album for you or not for you, or like it's about being like a loser girl with low self-esteem, or whether it was just like these girls are just so full of themselves for even thinking that, like they're so beyond SZA. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't necessarily like on that side, but I also wasn't not on that side. I would say I was like leaning toward that side, because I listened to the entire album, and like I heard like the songs like Nobody Gets Me and Special, and like I listened to them, and I was just like in that moment was like, wow, you know, these songs would have been like super like awesome. I would have really related to these songs if they had come out like maybe a couple of years ago, and that would have been like cool. I really would have like felt him a little stronger, because I guess like at that point in time it's just like, or over the past couple of years I've been really working on like my self-esteem, and I really been working on how I view myself, and it's like dramatically increased. So I was just like, I would probably feel these more a couple of years ago when I had, you know, less of those things. But it wasn't so much like, but if you do feel those things, like you're not healed. I'm not healed. I think it's just like I've healed some since I had lower self-esteem, and I think I still technically do have kind of like not the highest self-esteem, but it's gotten better, I guess is what I'm saying. And so that's how I felt when I listened to it. And so when other girls started saying like I didn't resonate, I was like, oh yeah, so I guess it wasn't only just me. But then it became like a whole like argument like on Twitter, not Twitter, well I think a little bit on Twitter, and also like on TikTok, where the discourse back and forth being like, y'all think y'all better than us because like you didn't resonate or you didn't like relate, like you think you're so cool because like you didn't relate. And I was like, that's not what I think. I just think that I just doesn't make the album bad. It just means that in this particular time it wasn't for me. And I was kind of like proud of myself, meaning not to say that like I think I'm better than you, but it seems like I feel like I'm happy that like I don't feel this so strongly in my spirit as I used to. To me, that was an indication of my progress, and I was very proud of myself for that, and I'm still proud of myself for that. So where it kind of like switched, or not even really switched, but like I kind of became more aware of where my progress was like New Year's. And so I actually heard this other funny video of this like girl who does astrology like on TikTok, and she's talking about like why she hates Aquariuses, and I'm an Aquarius, and it was because we have like our own aesthetic and we think it's so cool. It is cool. We get so upset when no one else is like gagged, eating our made up aesthetic up. And I was like, yeah, that is very much me. And that's how I felt on New Year's. So as you remember, I had a silky press throughout December, and I messed it up on New Year's Eve. I went out to eat, or I was trying to go out to eat. No, I did go, but I mean like while I was trying to go out to eat, like in the process of going, it was misty, it was foggy, and like I really thought that my hair could handle that, because I thought that I was going like, okay, like going in and out of places, so like my hair doesn't have time to absorb that moisture and get destroyed. So when me and my friend first like got there, it was like we went on this like little walk through Canal Walk, which is very sweet, you know, like I loved it. It was really cool. I had never seen that part of Richmond before, and so I was like, oh cool. But then like it started misting, and then it started like raining, and we were not at the restaurant like I thought we were in my head. And the misting from the fountain just got me. Sorry. Where was I? Like being sneezed on. I don't like it. I might move. but I'm actually comfortable anyway. And so we were in there for a while, and I was like, yeah, my hair's going, it's gonna die. And like they were trying to talk to me like, oh yeah, it's such a cool place, look at all the artwork, and I'm sitting here like my hair is like exploding and this is not what I wanted. And I was trying to stay calm because it was nobody's fault, kind of mine for not planning ahead, but whatever. That happened, and we went back to the car, and I fixed it. I put like on a scarf, a cute little scarf look. I'll show a picture. And I thought it was cute, I thought it was giving, and I thought my outfit still spoke, as like, ooh, like she's so cool, like she's so different. And that's literally what I think in my head. Like, I think I'm really cool, which I think is a cool thing to think about yourself, is that you think that you're cool. I think that I'm dope, and I think my outfit was dope that day. And made it with my friend. We go out to like this party for like their friends' party, and I was like their plus one. And I got up in there, and we're cool, everyone. It was supposed to be like a white party, but like half the people wore white and then some people didn't, because half of those people like weren't originally invited. Like the host kept going out to like bars and clubs and picking up people and like bringing them back to fuel the party, and like every time that he did that, like people left. So anyway, but I was at this party, and I just felt no one was paying attention to me. No one was gagged about my outfit. No one like really was saying anything to me. I was just kind of like there. And it was like all of a sudden I was starting to get anxious, because I guess like I'm just used to, and maybe like looking back now, because I didn't even think about this before, I know like in Richmond everybody has like their own aesthetic, everyone has like Aquarius energy, and everyone's kind of like doing their own thing. So, and when I'm here like in my hometown, I honestly feel like I'm the coolest. I'm the only one doing this out here. Not the only one, but like there are very few of us who are really strutting our stuff and our regular aesthetics, like original aesthetics, and I feel like I'm one of them. So I get more attention here than I would there, where I would kind of be like more of a normal person. Like you gotta come harder than that. It was like I started to get anxious, like, because I'm also not the one to like really approach people unless like unless we like vibe. Like if we vibe, we'll like naturally gravitate toward each other and like we'll become friends. But like I wasn't vibing with anybody. Nobody was vibing with me. My friend was kind of like buzzing around, like happily meeting people, and I don't do that. I'm just like, who are you? What do you want? Like no one was bothering me, but it was just like I gotta like suss people out, which is my problem. It's like I want people to notice me, but I also like need you to come to me, and that's like my problem. And so I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling, and I just kind of, there's some parts where my friend is talking to like some other people that like she already knows at this party, and I'm like sitting there and like no one's like intrigued by me or kind of acknowledging my existence, and like I start to get anxious and I start to get like insecure, like intrusive negative thoughts, like, oh my gosh, like is it because like I'm the fattest one here? And like I don't have anything wrong with being fat. Well, I mean obviously maybe a little bit like in certain spaces, and I don't know, I start to like, people aren't just intrusive thoughts, like people aren't fucking with me probably because I'm the fat girl, and or like I'm black, I feel like I'm not cool enough, I'm not, just saying like all of these like very very mean things about myself, that like being fat and black is not like a bad thing, but like in the moment I just thought like typical, like no one likes me, like no one thinks I'm cool, and I felt very out of place. And I was noticing that was happening, and I was trying to self-soothe, like make myself feel better, telling myself like you know that's not true, and you know that like you're awesome, you say that you're so cool all the time, but like in a space where like no one's checking for me, and that's fine, like nobody has to be checking for me, but like when really no one's checking for me, I feel some type of way, and all my insecurities like come up, and like being unnoticed, like that sad feeling of being so unnoticed and invisible comes up, and lo and behold then like on loop, like at least a couple times a day after that, my ass was listening to Special by SZA, and I'm just like, I wish I was special, I gave up in that part, I gave on my special, because then I started to like self-reflect Hold on, it's cold. I gotta put my jacket on. I need to stop playing. Oop. Much better. And so yeah, my ass was in a special like every other day, if not a couple times a day. And that part, like I gave all my special because it just made me mad all over again. I felt this way about myself because it became like that even happened, that like I had a moment of like being insecure and I was mad, and then I started like thinking about my life growing up, and I feel like, you know what, everybody made me think that I was weird for being me, and now like when I go to parties and things where I should be having fun, I'm feeling insecure about these people that I don't even care about. I'm so mad. I feel like, you know, I gave at certain times in my life, I really do feel like I gave like the special parts of me like away to people who like couldn't acknowledge it or couldn't respect it, couldn't taking it for granted. And then I was like, dang, I guess I'm not too healed for SZA, because a bitch wishes she was special still. But, you know, after a while, it was just like I had to go through that. I think, though, it's important. Well, I guess, like, for me, I was upset that, like, it happened, but I'm also, like, glad that it happened, because it lets you know, like, where you are in your progress when you are faced with challenges like that, emotional challenges. And so I kind of, in a weird way, feel good that happened, because now I know that, like, hey, there's still some work to do. Like, I mean, healing never ends, for real. Yeah, you're still working on that. You're still working on getting comfortable. And even today, which is so funny, like, wearing this dress, I feel like I was uncomfortable, like, with the dress on. The last time I only wore this dress, like, once, and the last time I wore it, I was, like, 40 pounds lighter. I mean, it fit perfectly, but it was just, like, walking around in it, the lace kept riding up, which I didn't like. But I try to remember that, I don't remember who told me this, but somebody told me this once. It's just like, when it comes to like outfits, like, people are gonna know that you're uncomfortable and that it's not like a fit if you actively look like uncomfortable in it, or if you actively look like, or if you're like actively fixing it like all the time. They're gonna see your self-consciousness and it's just gonna ruin the fit. So I'm trying to walk. And also, like, this top part, I think like this top lacy part just does not fit my boobs. I got big milkers, you know. They just ride up. Everything rides up. The dress itself doesn't ride up, but everything else like rides up. And like, what can you do? But what I try to do now is like, I will just strut it. Even if everything's like riding up, I will walk like that's what it's supposed to do, and that it's fine, and be confident in the way that like it's moving about. I'm gonna walk back to my car, and the lace is gonna ride up, and no one's gonna know that there's supposed to be lace there. They won't know that it's deterring from my outfit unless I make it known. I'm gonna keep wearing dresses. I'm gonna keep trying to wear dresses because I feel like I am a dress girly. I really do, because I want to be. I guess I just get so caught up in like how it looks or how it's riding up or how to be comfortable, because I love flowy skirts. I wear the flowy skirts in the summer like all the time. I think it's just like tight stuff. Like I get nervous about like my shape and stuff. So anyway, I saw that to say, it's just like, I think for like some of the girlies who like felt like they didn't resonate with SZA, I feel like if you felt like that you were kind of beyond those feelings of like being insecure or feeling like you don't belong, and it was just that, like, you enjoyed the album, but it's just like, oh, you know, I feel like maybe I'm a bit beyond those feelings. I guess like some of y'all can pat yourselves like on the back, because I'm just like, I'm still working on it, obviously, but like I do feel like, you know, I've come a long way where I'm able to have those thoughts and then have counter thoughts to those thoughts to kind of help self-soothe myself. So if it's like that for you, I think you should pat yourself on the back, because I think it is a positive thing for you to recognize your progress, and I think that you should be happy about that. I think for the girlies who are just like, ill SZA, like, why would you make an album about being insecure and being a loser? Like, that's so lame, that's so not hot, girl. Then y'all are the bitches that they're talking about. Y'all the girlies that they're talking about that are gross, that gives them the ick. That's the ick. Like, The album's the album. The album was good. That's that. I feel like that is weirdo energy. But yeah, and to the girl I said it totally resonated with, I don't even like feel bad, because it's just like everyone's on their journey. And so if that's where you are and you resonate with that, I'm happy that you have something that you can kind of like relate to, and because those are the songs, you know, that people want to relate to, that music that makes them feel heard, that makes them feel seen. I just don't understand, like, why wouldn't you want music like that from like whatever artist, an artist that sees you, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. It was a really good date. I'm totally gonna see me again. It's been like, I think the last time I went on a self date, like, other than like, I'm trying to think, other than like the one for my update video, it was like October. And I always get so nervous to do these, but I always end up having so much fun. Like, I had fun. But now I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna wipe my nose and do some laundry. So, okay, bye.